Can I still plant Christmas potatoes in September for harvesting in Christmas? Yes, you can. If you get them in fast, you can grow them ready for Christmas. Like potatoes usually take about 16 weeks to grow, so you've got enough time to get them growing and to get them harvested. The thing is with Christmas potatoes is that I tend to grow them in boxes in the polytunnel as frost can kill them. I'm up north, and we get early frosts from October onwards. And it's a lot colder up north. So I tend to grow mine in the polytunnel in containers. Yes, it is expensive filling them up with compost, but it's worthwhile for the delicious potatoes that we've got growing. Now I planted mine about 3 weeks ago, and they're just coming to the top of the boxes now. They're all popping out now, so hopefully we will get a good harvest of potatoes. The best places to get your Christmas potatoes from are from garden centres, or if you're on Amazon, search Christmas potatoes on Amazon and you will find the varieties there. Varieties like Mary's Piper, Charlotte are great varieties to grow for Christmas potatoes. So the best way to do it is get some boxes, put some holes in the bottom, or big tubs, put some holes in the bottom of them, put a layer of compost in, plant your potatoes in the tubs, either like 3 or 4 depending on how big the tub is, and then fill it with compost. You can have them outside at this time of year while it's still nice and warm, get them growing, get them germinating, keep them watered, and then as the cold weather comes, when it gets to October time, move them inside into your greenhouse or your polytunnel and keep them growing in there. Obviously make sure you've got enough water. If your allotment site turns the water off, you'll need to make sure you've got some water stored in water butts. I usually store quite a bit throughout the winter period. I've got it all connected up so that I get plenty of water still throughout the winter period. Keep them watered and get them growing. And I usually add some plant food into the boxes as well, because obviously compost doesn't hold that much nutrition these days, so I add plant food, and then when they start to get bigger I'll keep feeding them as well to help get some decent sized potatoes on them and hopefully a good crop ready for Christmas time. And there's nothing better than eating fresh homegrown potatoes. It's so much nicer than the supermarket, and they just melt in your mouth and are absolutely delicious. So we'll hopefully be harvesting ours around middle of December. The best time to know that they're ready is usually when the plants die off. That's when the potatoes are usually ready for harvesting. And obviously we're growing them in a container. You can just take your container outside, tip it out and grab all the potatoes out without the risk of stabbing them with a fork, which I tend to do if I grow them in the ground. I end up stabbing more than I end up getting, because I just miss where they are and I usually cut through a potato. But yeah, growing them in a container can be useful, and obviously you can use that compost elsewhere afterwards. I usually fill my beds up or use them in my other beds and make use of the compost that I've used, because you don't want to waste it. So yes, you can still plant Christmas potatoes now. Hopefully you get a good crop from them. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be growing Christmas potatoes. Make sure you give us a like, feel free to share it and give us a follow to stay up to date with all our videos. Until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining and keep gardening with Ben everyone.